Well, hello. How are you? Honest to God, your browser has blocked your screen. Now I can see it. Click the screen icon with your address bar to allow access. Okay, there you go. It's a silly thing. How are you all? Are you all excited? Right, let's see what brother from another put. Woe to you all worse than sea, for the devil sends his best of wrath. He knows his time is short. Let he who has understanding remember the number of the beast, for it is a human number. It is 666. Excellent. I'm so happy about that, Glenn. Okay, thanks for sharing, mate. Hi, Beth. Glenn, Dave was in here. Andrew's been in. Mark's been in. Claire, Diana, hi. Hope you're all doing well. It's too hot here. I've got the fan on, so if my voice sounds a bit robotic at any point, it'll just be the fan swinging from one side to the other. Iron Maiden, are you guessing? Oh, yes, you are nuts. Totally agree with you. We'll just give it a second, see if anybody else wants to pop in. Oh, I'm having hot flushes and it's not even the hormonal type. Oh, they're still here. Not all there apparently, but still here. Have you had a day off today, Claire? I think you said your day off was today. Or am I mistaken? Quite often am. I just never admit it. Don't quote the verse with the number of the beast. Oh, all right, okay. Now, am I wrong somewhere, or did I don't often go into this side of the paranormal, but did I not? I'm sure I read somewhere about the number of the beast wasn't 666. It was more like 777 or something. I can't remember now, but you know, I read lots of stuff. That's weird and strange. Oi, 661 it is. Could well be. Can't even pronounce that word. I'm not even going to try. 616. Right, okay. You see, not believing in the devil or demons, because, you know, I'm not religious, I don't often look into it as much as I should, really. All right, okay. Hi, DW. How are you, darling? I hope you're all right. So if you dial 616, you're get in touch with it. I know, Diana. How cool's that? Hotline to hell. Direct line. Do not pass go. Excellent. I couldn't imagine the charges they'd place on you, though. Roaming to hell. Hi, Louise. How are you? You're all right, hon? Wonder why 616. You see, I'm thinking again. I shouldn't. I'm not doing paranormal tonight. I'm doing quiz. I know it's cold. Shall we see? Glenn's been playing with Google today. Shall we ask if Google knows the telephone number for hell? Hang on. Hey, Google. Well, it'd help if I had volume on my phone, wouldn't it? Let's try again. Hey, Google. Do you know the number for hell?
Here are the top search results.
Oh, only give me search. Give me some songs, though. What does hell look like? Entertain the elk, apparently. Are you going to heaven or hell? Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, straight to hell. Ozzy Osbourne, straight to hell. Oh, that could be the Black Sabbath. All right then, so who's ready? Who's ready for the first question? There's 20 questions, because I don't want it to drag on too long, because you'll get bored, I'll get bored, it'll be a whole thing, you know, of boredom, and then we won't know what to do, and you'll be slagging me off behind my back, and I'll be saying, God, they don't participate, how boring it, you know, it's just a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So I figured 20 questions, 5 on the 60s, 5 on the 70s, 5 on the 80s, and 5 on the 90s. How do you want, darling? They range from easy-ish to hardish. You know? Don't Google. Please just try and do it. I know some of you are going to Google, but, you know, you're only testing how fast you can Google, not your real knowledge. So try not to if you can avoid it. Please. Some of them are a bit obscure, I'll grant you. Others, not so much. So, shall we play? Hey, Chucky, you want to play? Come on, let me know if you're ready. Don't forget, I'm a bit behind because I'm using StreamYard chat, so if it takes me a second to answer. You love Google, don't even start, Glenn. We know. Give me a yes, thank you. Ready? Thanks, Louise. If you're all ready, willing and able. And I can move my mouse because apparently it didn't want to move. Right, let's just get rid of that. Let's open this up. I should actually do this on my phone, then I could probably read your comments out at the same time, but hey ho. Right. Application window. Let's see what it looks like with it on. That's okay. So remember, the first 5 are 60s. So what was the best-selling single of the 1960s and who sang it? Told you the range from easy to hard. So what was the best-selling single of the 1960s and who sang it? Kind of put a bit of things in for everybody, or I tried to at least anyway. For the diehards like Leon. So just for the normal people like me. The Beatles, Hard Day's Night. Joanne's there. Poker Harem. White a Shade of Pale. White Shades of Pale. Right. Oh, various people. Beatles, Can't Buy Me Love. Elvis, Always on My Mind. I Knew What You Meant, Beth. Oh, got various. We have. I'm surprised, really. I thought there'd be Hey Jude. Beatles. Has Leon not already had a guess? Yes, you have. One guess. Yeah, one guess. Beth'll spank your bum later. Apparently, that's a cross between spanking and smacking. I'm surprised. We've got some various ones there. Okay. Bob Dylan. You've already had a guess too, haven't you, Mark? Okay, let's have a look. Are you ready? It was She Loves You by the Beatles. Did anybody get that? Let me zoom back up. White Shade of Pale, Poker Harem. Beatles, Hard Day's Night. White Shade of Pale. Can't Buy Me Love. Poker Harem. Hello. Oh, nobody got that, did they? I can't see where anybody got that. You can all Google later, away to your heart's consent. But what's on here is what we're going with. This was a consensus of where I searched. No one got it. I'm really surprised at that. Can I just say, these images took me bloody ages. The different ones for the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s. And I spent hours doing these. So admire them. Who's ready for question 2? No, but I knew it had to be Beatles. Yeah, Beatles were a pretty good bet. But I did want the song as well. That's why I said it. Are you ready for question 2? Hi, Stephen. You all right? Yes, no, question 2. Are you all ready? Ready. Good. Ready? Excellent. Okay, question 2. Who sang We Gotta Get Out of This Place in 1965? Who sang We Gotta Get Out of This Place in 1965? Remember, starting off easy-ish. So, again, who sang We've Got to Get Out of This Place in 1965? Animals, TROGGS. Ooh. The Animals. I think Beth was in there first for this one, wasn't she? The Animals. Any more for any more? Any more for any more? I'm going to open you up on my phone so that I can see you. My channel. You just have to give me a second to turn the volume down, otherwise I hear. Right, so who was first? Beth with the TROGGS. Beth with the Animals. Joanne with the TROGGS. The Wombles. Animals for Leon. Animals for Stephen. Animals for Louise. All right. Shall we see then? Let's have a look. 3, 2, 1. There you go. It was the Animals. Don't be confused by these questions because they're going to get a bit obscure. The Wombles version was remix clip. 12-inch trance track. Oh, Jesus Christ, Dave. Nothing's ever gone forever, Glenn. It all comes back. Somebody will sample it. Before my time. Before mine too. But, you know, you got to look these things up. So, I think Beth was the first in there. So, Beth has bragging rights so far because nobody got the first one. So, Beth has bragging rights so far. So, are you ready for the next one, everybody? Let me know. And we will continue. We got a chance out of this place. Yeah, funny, Stephen. Yeah. Beth is a machine. So I'm assuming you're all ready. Okie dokie. The TROGGS sang Wild Thing, but what position did it reach in the UK charts? The TROGGS sang Wild Thing, but what position did it reach in the UK charts? Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Okie dokie. So we've got Stephen straight in there with 2, Dave with 2, Beth with 6, Andrew with 2, Mark with 8, Louise with 2, Glenn with 6, and Leon with 2. The variation of numbers there, people. Did you take UK into consideration? You can't guess now, though. Oh, God, my cat just decided to jump up after watching her with the laptop because she gets a bit silly. So, a variation of numbers there, people. Shall we check? Don't even do it, Sky. And it was number 2. So, Stephen, I think, was in there then, wasn't he? I think it was Stephen that got in there, if I remember rightly. Yeah, Stephen. Oh, 1-1 to Beth and Stephen. Well done. I haven't put my applause on. I should actually do that because I like the applause. Let me get it. It's nice to have a bit of applause. Let's use this one. I don't know. Oh, gosh. It's quite a lot on this one. Let's go for this one. So this is Stephen. Oh, well, that's no good. It sends me to another page. You're just rubbish, you. We won't be using you as an applause. Jeez. Send me round the houses to get an applause. This one will do. They're right there. There you go. Well done, Stephen. Okay, so on to the next. Are you ready? Applause. I know, and Bess, you'll just have to share that because, equal it out a bit. So you all ready for the next one? Are you ready, willing, and able? Yes. Beth's in there. She's an eager beaver. Hallie, stop that. Okay, so here's the next one. What inspired Sam Cooke's A Change Is Gonna Come? Now, I want the specific reason, not just the product of its time, if you know what I mean. There was a specific reason why he wrote the song. So what inspired Sam Cooke's A Change Is Gonna Come? And remember, not just, the product of its time. I want the specific reason. So anybody who's going to Google will know now if you're going to Google. Yes, it was the Easter Bunny, Glenn. Martin Luther King. £10 for a 10p curly whirly. President. It didn't. Did it have to do with a bus? Was it something? You see, this is the thing. It has to be the specific reason, not just Martin Luther King. There's a reason why he wrote it. I told you some of them got hard. You were all forewarned. I searched for these questions, people. I searched. Well, have I got you all again? All these people taking time at Googling. I think I might have got yous again. Shooting of MLK. Ooh, Stephen, fighting talk. I like it. Ooh, Ooh, I think I might have got yes. Can I have a half point? Nope. Because it isn't that. No, it wasn't. Oh, I can't believe I got yes. Ooh, I'm doing so well. You ready for the answer then? I'm going to give it you anyway. I'm going to give it to you real good because I enjoyed this. He was turned away from a whites-only motel in Louisiana. So that's what inspired him to write the song, because he was turned away from a whites-only motel in Louisiana. Tell me I didn't look for these questions, people. Come on, tell me. Uh-huh. I warned you, some easy, some not. That was a not. Everybody's got to be able to have a go. Now, should I give myself some applause? I think I shall. I think I shall, because even if you didn't get one of them, I worked hard on these all week hunting for these things. So I'm going to give myself an ovation. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So was that a good question then? Or did you really hate me for it? Are you hating me now? Are you? Are you hating me? Don't go back. It's what I had. Leon, it's not. I can show you where I got it from. And I will, but not now, through the quiz. And I told you at the start, whatever's there is what's there, and that's what we're going off. You can't go crying like a baby now. It doesn't wash. Not with me, not with anybody. Okay? Suck it up, buttercup. Pull those big boy panties up, and we're moving on. It's how it is. I've been sidetracked by all the history. I know that was a tough one. I know that was a tough one. It was. It was. So the last one now on the 60s. Let's hope Leon doesn't cry anymore. The Shangri-Las had a hit with Leader of the Pack, but what was his name? Who was the leader of the pack? Come on, tell me his name. The Shangri-Las had a hit with Leader of the Pack, but what was his name? My folks were always putting him down, down, down. They say he came from the wrong side of town. Oh, she's in there with Jimmy. Best, Johnny for Stephen, Johnny for Diabolical Witnesses, James, which is a very Sunday name, for Dave, Jimmy for Andrew, Jimmy for Stephen, yeah. Oh, but you already had a Johnny. I'm sorry, you already had a Johnny. It was either Tippy George or Bungle for the report. It was Glenn, yeah. That's where they took the name from. I totally agree. Sam Cooke. Although that would have been really good if it was. I could have really tied him in well early if I could have done that. Ooh, I think you've all guessed. I can tell you this one because it's one of my favourite songs from the 60s, and then I'll put the answer up. Hey, Betty, is that Jimmy's ring you're wearing? Uh-huh. By the way, where'd you meet him? I met him at the candy store. He turned around and smiled at me. You get the picture? Yes, we see. I love that song. But I will show you the answer. There you go. Honestly, when I was like going through looking for questions, it was like, I have to have that. Just have to have that. because it's just an amazing song. We've got a thunderstorm warning. I've had it for 2 days though. I might have done Leon, but it must have been ages ago. What was his dog called? Fanny's a Wonder Dog, weren't it? Oh, I'll have to have a look at that in a bit. I can't do it while I'm on stream because I'll get in trouble. Yeah, you gotta have some fun, Dave. So we're going to move on now, and we're going to move on to the 70s. I think a lot of us in here will remember the 70s. Who got that? Oh, Beth got it. So Beth needs some round of applause, doesn't she? Beth's leading at the minute. Let's have a look. She can have a 10-second applause. Beth is winner, chicken dinner so far. So let's move this on a decade and see what we've got. 1970s. In 1970, John Lennon released his third solo song. What was it? In 1970, John Lennon released his third solo song. What was it? I've had it for 2 days, Louise. I only had one. But it is really clammy tonight. It's going to be mega hot tomorrow as well. So again, Imagine by Beth. Mind Games. Imagine. Ooh. Any more for any more? Don't be Googling the shite out of this, people. In 1970, John Lennon released his third solo song. What was it? Come on. Surely more than 3 of you can guess. I will say this though. I've never heard the song. Never heard it. Instant Karma. Apparently he's thinking. Beautiful Boy. Oh, well, I'm lying. I have heard it now because when I seen what it were, I went and listened to it. But yeah, I'm thinking without cheating. Woman. My inner feelings and my. Have you all had a guess? Have you all had a guess? Mr. Richards. Mr. Richards. Oh, it's not Richard. Radford, sorry. Mr. Radford. Take a bow. Because it is Instant Karma. I have never heard that song. So, Leon, props, and you need some round of applause. What? Oh, you can have a fireworks finale, apparently. Let's see what a fireworks finale is. Oh, yes. Instant Karma. There you go. You got lovely flashes in the sky. That was sweet. So yeah, I've honestly never heard it until like I seen that when I was looking for questions, and I went back and thought, ooh, I'm gonna have to have a listen to this. No, you can't take his point. He earned his fireworks all by himself. Did they? Oh, sugar, I've dropped the top of my pop. Well, that's gone. No, after the Beatles song. Yeah, I'd honestly never heard it. Can't say I was that keen when I listened to it, though, to be perfectly honest with you. Now, Woman and Imagine, love those. Sorry if I sound a bit too close to the microphone, I was bending down. My deep fried zucchini is distracting me. Is it really? Put it in the car with the other items. Yeah, can't say I had. Are we ready for the next one then? How do you think I'm doing on the questions so far? Are they varied enough? I did try to vary them up. Oh, best ready. Snowflake music. Are you from Yorkshire? Only on my bad days, snowflake music. Only on the bad days, because I'm from that other side. So, you know. Thank you. Right, okay. Let's get the next one. Blondie, Hanging on the Telephone, is a cover from what band? So, Blondie, Hanging on the Telephone is a cover from what band? So, who did Blondie cover it from? From, even? Why, kitty cat, do you have to walk over my keyboard? There is no need for it. None. There's a whole big bed there and you don't need to walk over my keyboard. Oh, did you? Cool. So, Blondie Hanging on the Telephone is a cover from what band? Ooh. Let me have a look. Let me move down the chart. The Arrows, TROGGS. Honestly, I don't. Have I got his up nerves? You are googling, Leon, I bet. Oh, the Googlers are coming out. No idea. Ooh. It was The Nerves. Oh, Leon was first. I will say that it wasn't really a hit in the first place, so how you knew that? We're doing a bit of everything. We're doing 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s. Snowflake music. Well done, Leon. That was a good one. Impressed. I say impressed him. My niece come out with that one ear when she wanted to say she was impressed. She went, I'm impressed. All righty, who's ready for the next one? Life is a circle. Stephen was first. Stephen was first on your screen, was he? Let me just... I've actually opened up YouTube so I can have a look. No. Oh, it was. Sorry. The round of applause goes to Stephen. I'm sorry, Stephen. I do apologise, darling. On my StreamYard, it come up with Leon first. So they must have been pretty close. Because on one set of my chat, it's Leon, and on the other, it's Stephen. Toss up. We'll call it a draw because it literally is that way. Okay, next question. What number in the UK charts did the Rolling Stones Tumbling Dice reach? What number in the UK charts did the Rolling Stones Tumbling Dice reach? Gotta be honest, I haven't even heard of this song, guys. I'm not a big Stones fan, but, you know, I just went and had a look. Split decision, yeah. Joanne says 3. Diabolical Witness says 7. Snowflake Music says 7. Any more for any more? Oh, there we go. Beth says 5. Leon says 5. Louise says 4. I'm not a big Stones fan. Stephen Dennis says 7. So what have we got? We've got a 3, 7, 7, 5, 5, 4, 7. Any more for any more? Any more? Ignore me. Did I ignore you? Have I missed? Did I miss Mark? I wouldn't miss you on purpose, mate. Hi, Fred. How are you? Oh, no, me, Mags. Ah, right, you're answering me. I hadn't heard it, Mark, to be honest. All right, let's move on then, and I'll give you the answer to a song I've not heard. It was number 5. I don't think anybody got it, did they? Let me go back. I need to go back. Oh, they did. Beth got it. Yay. And Leon got it. Yay. So I did. I had 2. Well done. Anybody else get it? I'm just checking through my chat. Ooh, no. I like a bit of satisfaction too. Snowflake Music, I do. I like to be satisfied. And then I like to have a cigarette. So, number 5. So, Beth was first. Ooh. Well done, Beth. Ooh, right. I'm going to move on to the next. Oh, my dad was a Stones fan, but my mum Beatles. All righty. Are we ready for the next one? Now, she has a pornographic memory. There's a difference. Just slightly. A little tad of a difference. Are you ready? Yeah? Okay. Moving on. Maggie May, released in 1971, was actually the B-side, But to What Song? And this song is one of my favourite songs of all time, so you will know what kind of thing I like. So Maggie May, released in 1971, it was actually the B-side, But to What Song? Broken Dream, Sailing, Reason to Believe, Do You Think I'm Sexy? If you think I'm sexy and you want my body. There's a reason why I'm on camera, because that doesn't hold true. Sailing, I'm sexy and I know it. No clue. Any more for any more? Any more for any more? Come on, give them to me, baby. Sailing. I am sailing. Hot legs. I do loves me a bit of rod. I do. I can't help it. I do love me a bit of Rod. Okie dokie. Would you like the answer? I can give it to you if you want. And can I just say, only one person got it. So, apparently, she's my sister from another mister. It was lovely, Beth. Oh, don't go. No, oof. I nearly give you the next question. You have to wait for that. It's Reason to Believe. Someone like me makes it hard to live without. I love that song. So, Beth, you get an ovation. Yes, yes, yes. In fact, you can have 2. I love that song. I love it. You can't go wrong with a bit of Rod, though, can you? You know? A bit of the old Rodders. You can't, Mark. I'm right there with you, mate. You can't go wrong with a bit of Rodders. He's a good guy. Likes younger women, but I won't hold that up against him. Good on him. You know what I mean? All power to your elbow. Or not, because you can have a younger model do it for you. Oh, God, somebody's got their alarm keep going off outside. I've got all his albums too, Beth. You! Have you? See, I haven't, because I was never arrested for jumping on him. So that's how I know I've never seen Rod Stewart in person. You know? I'd have been hauled off by the police. Various degrees, you know. There'd have been no degrees of separation. None. Lots of kids he looks after, yeah. Let's be honest, he's probably fathered off of Glasgow, really. Oh, when he was with Rachel. She was a pretty lady. She was. All right. So, next one. This is the last of the 1970s. Who wrote Fleetwood Mac's Go Your Own Way? Who wrote Fleetwood Mac's Go Your Own Way? Fleetwood Mac, my heroes. Love him. Lindsay Buckingham. Lindsay Buckingham. Lindsay, we needed it all. Oh, say Buckingham. Mm-hmm. Lindsay Buckingham. Buckingham. Bucking. See, I am. Don't say I'm not giving you as good and bad here. Don't say it. Told you. The piano player. One of my favourite songs of all time. Play me a song, I'm the piano man. Oh, Billy Joel. That voice. Ooh, got shivers just thinking about that. Sorry, I just went off somewhere then for a second. You'll just have to forgive me. Well, I think you've all had a guess, haven't you? I give you all a bit of something, didn't I? Eh? So far, I've given you all a bit of something. The answer was Lindsay Buckingham. Buckingham. It was about his breakup with Stevie Nicks. So I think it was Andrew who was in there first, was it? Was it Andrew? Yeah, Andrew. Well done, Andrew. Let's give you some applause. Let's give you applause. There you go. Oh, Billy Joel. Nice. His voice, it's just amazing. Yeah, he's got a good voice. Well done, Andrew. So, I'm doing all right with the mix of questions so far, aren't I? Do you think I'm doing all right? I got a bit bored when I got to 90s, though, I will tell you. I was getting a bit bored by the time I got to 90s, but you're lucky it's 80s next. But I think I'm doing all right. Oh, he's got a fantastic voice. He has. I've mixed them up. I think I've done a good mix up here. And you're all lucky considering I was nearly asleep an hour and a bit ago. And if Beth hadn't messaged me, I probably would have been. Yeah, they were. It's kind of a black hole of music, the 90s, Joanne. It was a bit, yeah. Oh, I went to see Tears for Fears, right? I was never so disappointed. Never so disappointed as when I went to see Tears for Fears. They were shite. Honest to God, they were proper shite. Now, the support band, can't even remember the name. They were freaking epic. Brilliant rock band. Kid blasted the place down and then Tears for Fears come on and it were crap. Kind of a bit mosh pit at front when at least when opening act were on, but when Tears for Fears come on, I was like, what? Oh, they were so bad, sounded so bad. Yeah, Nancy's were crap. All right, then are we ready to move forward a decade? Shall we get it on, ladies and gentlemen? Shall we get it on? And see what the 80s hold in store for us. Well, I'm sorry, Leon, they're all crap. They are. They wouldn't know a good song if it hit him in the face with a soggy fish. Those 90s. I'm telling you, we a soggy fish. So, are you ready? Are we ready to move forward a decade? Give me a yay. Give me a hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm not moving till you do. There you go. Ready, ready. Thank you very much. The oldest fish. Oh my God, it's gone on to answer. Pretend you didn't read that. You're all going to know the answer to this one as it jumped to co-vocalist of the song Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. Grace Slick held what title at the time? In fact, I should change this because you actually heard it. So I actually had the answer on. But thanks, Diabolical Witness, for pretending it wasn't on there. But it actually popped up. Oh, did you not see it? Oh, that's good. I must have got it off quick if you didn't see it. I could change that question. Should I change that question as I brought the answer up? Did you not see it? Because the answer popped up. Are you lying? All right then. We'll see who gets it. Yes, we know. All right, well, I'm going to change the question because I did show the answer. So what I'm going to say is Vera Lynn might just have beat it, but who came after her? So co-vocalist of the song Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now held the eldest number. She was the eldest female to hold number one at that time. But who came after her? See, this is a good job that I've got a didactic memory because I can remember reading this when I was doing it. So I'm going to change the question, and that's what it is. Who held it after the oldest female singer after Grace Slick? Who held it after Grace Slick? No worries, Cynthia. No worries at all. Gotta be Cher or something. Tina Turner. Cher. Any more for any more? Can't believe my mouse decided to jump it twice then. I'm gonna give you the answer, and it was Cher with Believe. She was the next person to beat it, but at the time it was Grace. So I think Diabolical Witness got that, and I hate my mouse for jumping over that question. But I will. I know that's not the answer, but Cher was what I reorganised. So that's for Diabolical Witness, for Cher or something. Please don't jump again, mouse. Okay. How many countries around the world did Soft Cell's hit Tainted Love reach number 1? So how many countries around the world did Soft Cell's hit Tainted Love reach number 1? I like that question. You either know it or you don't. 3, 4, 1, 7. Ooh. 3, 4, 1, 7. All of them. 8. This is a good question. 6. 6. Yeah, just guess. Put a guess in, you'll be right. Listen, I'm not a stickler. Apart from what you see is what you're getting. And how well did I do to remember who was the second after that woman? Any more for any more? I think most of you have guessed. Yeah, it's a quiz. Ooh, I think you're all going to be a bit shocked at this. I was, but mind you, it is a good song. Tainted Love. Mm-hmm. You got to have a bit of fun. Right, so I'm gonna give it you now. I am. I'm gonna give it you, and you're all gonna be shocked because Mag's won. You can't keep guessing. You can't keep guessing, DW. It's 17 countries around the world. How amazing is that? That's just really cool. And I'm well impressed by Soft Cell. Have you? 20 minutes, blooming heck. Bit too late there, Snowflake had already said it. Sorry, dude, no. Alrighty. Yeah, great song though. It's one of those that always gets everybody up and singing, isn't it? Tainted Love. Mm-hmm. Are you ready for the next one? I know. I would as well, Joanne. All right, I'm going to give you the next one anyway. So, this song was released in 1985. It was offered to Brian Ferry, The Pretenders, and Billy Idol before this group released it. What is this song and who sang it? I know this is a complicated one. This song was released in 1985. It was offered to Brian Ferry, The Pretenders, and Billy Idol before this group released it. What is the song and who sang it? And I do apologise. Not so much, but I do make the effort. The Warrior. It says song and group Bohemian Rhapsody, Freddie Mercury. Well, I think Freddie wrote it, so I don't think it's that. Don't you forget about me, Simple Minds. Bee Gees. Sorry. I want both, everybody. Song and singer or group. Bryan Adams. Again, song and group or singer. I've put a mix of questions in, Snowflake. Some easier, some a bit more difficult. Ones that you're just going to know. Oh, I love that song. Every time you go away. I have a 12-minute version of the Birdy song. That's just torture, Leon. Do you save that for the dungeon? That's what I need to know, because that is just torture right there in 12 minutes. Forget the thumb screws or the Iron Maiden even. That's all they needed to play. Any more guesses? Any more for any more? Oh, sugar, my cat just looked at me like you know, the worst person in the world because I disturbed her because I shouted that a bit. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Leon. I am not surprised, mate. Okay, so I'm going to give you the answer. And I think that Beth might have just got it right. Don't you forget about me, Simple Minds. There you go. Well done, Beth. I didn't think anybody would get that. I proper really didn't. Wow. Do you like Simple Minds, Beth? Because, just didn't even think anybody would get that. That's crazy. I'm well impressed. Yes, I do. You see, that helps if you like him, you know, especially when you're younger and you've got to you know everything about every song that your group does. I'm sad to say mine was Wham and Duran Duran, but then Bon Jovi came into my life. But I also listened to, you know, My Saving Grace. I listened to Dylan and Meatloaf too. So they were my saving graces, and Rod Stewart. So, you know, I had my 80s who I liked, but then I was saved by others. Don't you? We're at Breakfast Club or something like that. Can't remember what it were. Leon, you might have to look that up, mate. I can't remember. Or I could do it while I'm sat here, you know, just chatting. I could actually do that. What movie was Don't You Forget About Me in? Let's have a look. The Breakfast Club. Woo! Top points for Max. It was The Breakfast Club. Hey, I'm good, mate. Breakfast Club is this. Molly Ringwald. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. But do you know what my favourite one is? My favourite one of them all is Isn't She Pretty in Pink? A bit of psychedelic furs. Did love me, but I love the film. Pretty in Pink was the best out of them lot. In my opinion. You don't have to jump on me. just in my opinion. Queen, Deep Purple, etc. In excess. Less than zero. Andrew McCarthy was mine. Leon, Andrew McCarthy. I had a bit of a thing for Andrew McCarthy. Yeah, she's not done bad. I mean, we're all getting old. Let's be honest. We're all getting old. It happens to the best of us. I think, what was she? Oh, she was on a series I watched. Is it Riverdale on Netflix, maybe? She was in that. I didn't even know they'd done a new Deep Purple CD, Stephen, to be honest. But yeah, well done to Beth, because that was like right out there. She pulled that one right out. So, moving on. 68, so she's older than me by a few years. Okay, next question. Which song that was released in 1983 did these lyrics come from? The Women, Get Excited. Now I'm Broke. It's no joke. It's hard as hell to fight it. Trying not to sing them in time. So, which song that was released in 1983 did these lyrics come from? The Women, Get Excited. Now I'm Broke. And it's no joke. It's hard as hell to fight it. Do you know how much I really want to sing that? Do you really know how much I want to sing it? White Line, Grandmaster. Don't it talk about a casino? Any more for any more? Do you know how much that I was trying not to do that in time? Trying to break it up a bit. Any more? Andrew, White Lines. Did they? All right, didn't know that, Leon. Do you like these extra bits of added information? Can we just give a nod to He-Man and Skeletor in the corner, please? We need to remember these are these are ours. Anybody my age, these are ours. He-Man and Skeletor and the Rubik's Cube. So we need to give a nod of appreciation and understanding. He-Man. Hey, I weren't talking to you. By the power of Grayskull. My head of year, it was a Christian brother, so he wore the get up like. He just looked just like Skeletor. We used to call him Skeletor. Alrighty, I think you all guessed, and oh sugar, it was obviously White Lines. Don't do it by Melly Mel, but Grandmaster will do best because it was Grandmaster and Melly Mel. So yeah, Beth gets an ovation. Well done, Beth. Well done. Frank's car falls. Oh dear. White lines, visions, dreams of passion going through my mind, and all the time I think of you. High class, a very strange reaction. Yeah, you did, Stephen. You're right. You probably did. It was really good. I love the Duran Duran version. It was great. Something of a phenomenon, baby. Yeah, it was really cool. Gotta give props, though. Gotta give props to Beth because she's like kicking ass here. She's kicking ass. All right, moving on. Which song by the Pet Shop Boys did they refer to? And by did they, the Pet Shop Boys, as a song with no chorus? Which song by the Pet Shop Boys did they refer to as the song with no chorus? It's still a good version, Leon. It's still a great version. So come on. Which song by the Pet Shop Boys did they refer to as a song with no chorus? Stephen says, go west. West End Girls for Joanne. You've never had a Pet Shop Boys record. Sorry, DW. Missing out on some great writing, though. Just saying. Come on, any more for any more? Twisted Sister for you. Come on, there got to be more guesses. Pet Shop Boys are ace. There's loads of songs. Come on. No idea. Domino dancing. Do you know what it is, though? When I show you the answer to this, you're going to go back and listen to it afterwards, and you're all going to go, oh, yeah. Because I did just that. Believe me, I did just that. When I found this little gem of information, I went back and listened. And you will all do that. You will all go back and go, ah. Love the Silver Bells from Twisted Sister. Yeah. They were great. They really were. I really enjoyed the Pet Shop Boys. You know, it was a. I will admit though, they were a time and a place kind of band. You were always on my mind. I'd have put that under an Elvis song. Did he not do it first? You were always on my mind. Tell me. I want to rock. Are you just all getting anything now? All right, I'm going to give you the answer. If it stays up on the blooming screen, the answer is, what have I done to deserve this? And you're all going to run now and listen to what have I done to deserve this? But wait till after the stream, because I do have the 90s to do yet, although it was a dead hole of music. Not even a den of iniquity, which would have been far better. But what have I done to deserve this? Tammy Wynette. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a bit of Tammy. You know, our little boy is 4 years old and quite a little man. So we spell out the words we don't want him to understand. I can do country really well. I think it's because of my name. Of course. See, you will go back and listen to it, and you will be going, what have I done to deserve this? In the ghetto. I love that song. Loving. Watch the live in Vegas one. It's great. But yeah, so I don't think anybody got that, did they? I'm sure you'll correct me, but I didn't see anybody getting it. I've looked and I can't see it. So we're going on to the 90s, people. That black hole, that was the 90s. I may have rushed some of these because, well, really, you know, it's the 90s. And the only reason I put the 90s in is because my daughter wanted the 90s in, but she's not come on tonight. Didn't think about that. It's a date for her, and she's not feeling great today, so I can forgive her. You don't have to worry, Beth, because that question you give me, I didn't use. So you can answer all of these. I was struggling with the 90s because, you know, it's just so fucking boring. So Beth had given me a question and answer. She said she wouldn't do it, but I didn't use it. I kept looking and I found one. So, okay, we're on to the 90s. And we've got a Nintendo 64. I loved my Nintendo 64. A Tamagotchi up there in the corner. And of course, Buzz Lightyear. What was the song Regret by New Order supposedly about? Because you can all go around and question me. But what was the song Regret by New Order supposedly about? Oh, sugar, I've just made all my things small. That wasn't good. Joanne, you know what it is. It's a year today since something happened. I'll say that. Yeah, I'm with you there, Andrew. It weren't great. Regretted leaving school with no exam results. Well, good one. Selling his old Atari. About the previous singer who died. Regret that Wham's Last Christmas never made number one. About life. And you're all going to piss yourself when I show you the answer. And you're going to call foul and chuck rotten tomatoes at me. But this is what I found. You can't have a go at me because this is what I found. And I'll give you the source. It was NNE website. The source of this. Yeah. Look for 90s and N on the NNE website. And this is where I got this from. So you do not be throwing like rotten tomatoes at me and cabbages and shit. Don't be trying to put me in the stocks. So I'm going to give you the answer because I've just told you what website it's from, and you know I'm not having anybody else like doing it. So the song "Regret" by New Order was supposedly about Bernard Summers' search for a new house. People, that was what the song "Regret" was about. He couldn't find a new house he liked, apparently, so he wrote a song about it. I mean, you know, as you do, because we'd all write that new song that's you know, about a house that we can't find, and he was regretting it. Again, no tomatoes and stocks, people. I know, DW, but you can't blame me. I didn't do this. It wasn't me. It is the 90s for you. They had feck all else to sing about. The worst thing they could do is not find a new house. Well, wow. How sad for you. With all your money, you can't find a new house that you really, really want. We lost Dave in the 70s. He's got kids tonight, so he said he'd be in and out. Doesn't that just show the level of difference between us and people who have lots of money? They write songs about not being able to find a new house. I mean, come on. So, are we ready for the next disastrous 90s? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what all of them wanted was a good singing voice. I'll tell you what all of them didn't get, a good singing voice. All right, can I just say, though, that was the hardest one of the 90s. So you'll be grand for the rest of them. Who wrote Sinead O'Connor's hit, Nothing Compares to You? Who wrote Sinead O'Connor's hit, Nothing Compares to You? There you go. That's miles easier. I even knew this without having to go searching for it. So you all know this. You all know it. Diabolical Witness, Prince. Beth, Prince. Stephen, Prince. Shiwati. Under the moonlight, out of the sun, under the moonlight, we'll be having some fun under the moonlight. People walking above under the moonlight. I can't believe I know Shiwadi Waddy. Shoot me now, people, shoot me. Anybody else? Any more for any more? can't believe I remembered that Shawadi Wadi. Shawadi Wadi. Really, Leon? Oh my God, I'd be in there all the time. Bit of a dance and a boogie. Knew what you meant. Spelling's irrelevant. Apparently nowadays, because of alt PC, you can do what you want and just say, that's how I identify as somebody who can't spell, and you'd be grand. Don't worry about it. Well, you know, they wear a bit of rockers, Leon. Oh, I got barred from our bikers club in town. I mean, I did nothing. Yeah, I did nothing. And I got barred. Wasn't my fault. It's all I'm saying. It wasn't my fault. And I do like the Harleys that were parked outside. So I think DW was in there with a win on this one. To be honest, oh gosh, I've took it off again. To be honest with you. So let's give DW his due, because it was Prince. And he needs... See, I told you that one was easier. I literally got bored by the 90s. What excited me more was the Nintendo 64 when I was making the things. My folks were always putting him down. You did say Prince as well, but DW was in there first. Stephen, DW was in there first. Beth also said Prince, but you may share the ovation. You've all been, honest to God, I've loved it tonight. You've all been in there doing it. It's been bloody great. I've loved, and Leon keeps dropping gems of information in. Like, you know, Shawadi owns a bar, which I find fascinating. Love that. Thank you, Leon. Bloody hell, I thought I'll have a vodka because I'm coming near end. I forgot to put bloody Coke in it. I know. Not a problem. We could solve everything. MFN, and that stands for Mother Feckers. Now, I don't... I'm trying not to swear because I really don't want to have to age restrict it. Although other people get away with swearing and don't age restrict, but you know, way I look at it is YouTube will age restrict it for me if they think it needs age restricting, but you know. So, okay, let's move on to the next one. Chicory tip came from Kent. Next question. You need to find out, because no one's going to tell you what I'm on about. You need to find a way for what you want to say, but before tomorrow. Name the band and the song. You need to find out, because no one's going to tell you what I'm on about. You need to find a way for you to say, but before tomorrow. Name the band and the song. So I want both people, band and song. Yeah, Dido, that'd be a good one as well. Oh, Beth. Milli Vanilli were really singing. Of course they were, DW. That they did everything. Everything. Those people who said they didn't. Hallie, leave your sister alone. You know she gets peed off when you start annoying her when she's asleep. Oasis. What's the song, Stephen? Type it in quick. Beth lived near Oasis. She's cheating. Yeah, I'm sure they popped round just to give it words as well for the song, Leon. I'm sure they popped round and said, Beth, can you just edit this for us and go over it so we know what we're doing? Supersonic Oasis. You're doing well, people. But Beth was fastest fingers first. She so was fastest fingers first again. The answer was Oasis Supersonic. But, you know, our Beth, she kicked ass. Kudos, Beth. I'm actually stunned and amazed. I really am. But I love you for it. And it just means if I ever do one of these again, I'm going to make it harder. Just for you. I'll do it for you, Beth. Chicory Tip, Son of My Father. Is that a song? I don't, Stephen, I don't know. I know, Mark. I didn't think. I was trying to read it like, you know, you don't want to sing it, read it kind of thing. She's in there, isn't she? She's on it like Sonic. She's on it like Sonic. Okay, let's move on to the next. What song by Pulp was supposedly based on a true story? So what song by Pulp was supposedly based on a true story? Oh, God, she's there again. Common People, my best. Common People. You're all just naming the song that you know back. Pulp. Again, sorry, DW. Aussie Really English. I thought they had a few hits in America. Common People. Stephen. Yes. I really thought they'd had songs in America, so I do apologise, DW, because I did think they had some songs in America. I have tried to keep it with people who have crossed, you know, the ocean kind of thing. I did try. So I apologise. Bat? Hey, sorry, Bat died. Are you keeping bats? Oh, battery. God, I was so blonde then. No worries, Claire. I thought you'd got a bat, not told us about you having a bat. I mean, why you'd have a bat, I don't know, but yeah, I was just a bit blonde. Help us, Claire. Claire's more likely to just come up here and take the piss with me. Just... I would react to this. Claire, last night, I was using speech to text to send Claire messages. And I was saying swear words and seeing which ones it didn't star out. Because I figured it's a Google speech to text, right? So if it didn't star out certain words on this Google speech to text, I could say them. And piss was one of them. It didn't do piss. It didn't. So I can say piss because Google and YouTube, you know. So all right. So yeah, Beth was in there first again with common people. We've got one question to go. I think Stephen got common people. Joanne got common people. Stephen, yeah. So yeah, you got that. You see what I mean by the 90s. I was, apart from first question, I was getting, you know. I didn't want to do like, you know, who reached number one kind of questions, but you know, it was still an obvious answer, that one. Okay, we're moving on to the last one. I think I've done a good mix. I do. Not praising myself, patting myself on the back, but I'm actually praising myself and patting myself on the back while I'm sat here. You just can't see it, but you know, hey ho, I'm doing it. Imagine the visual. So we're on to the last one. You will probably all know this. I didn't actually know it, as you know, I really don't like Jerry Halliwell or the Spice Girls, but hey. What did Jerry Halliwell use to create the Union flag dress? What did Jerry Halliwell use to create the Union flag dress? I didn't know it. I didn't care. I still don't care, and I'm not going to care tomorrow. But what did Jerry Halliwell use to create the Union flag dress? Answers on a postcard. Tea towel, flag, pants. Any more for any more? Colouring pens, a kite, panties. In fact, I think it would have been a bit too complicated. Pens. Mark should have had to colour inside the lines. I'm not sure she'd have been able to do that. But, you know, my opinion. Sausages. Bonus point for all those Englanders who, what puppet did sausages? Sewing machine. I love it, John. I love it. Jesus Christ. I'm more interested in if you know what puppet did sausages. Okay, I think you've all guessed, and I think I need to get down on my dogs of that life. Punch and Judy. Frank. It was actually Spit the dog. Bob Carroll was his controller, and it was Spit the dog anyway. Sausages. Anyway, Beth, my admiration goes to you because it was a tea towel. She decided that the plain black Gucci dress, you know, that she was given to perform at the Brit Awards in 1997 wasn't good enough for her, and it needed jazzing up. So it wasn't her mum, though. It was her sister she got to sew on the Union Jack tea towel. So there you go. Well done, Beth. And Beth, I think, has come out on top on this. So we'll give you 2 ovations. Beth, you are a star. You really are a star. I wouldn't have known that without looking, to be perfectly honest with you. Like I said, kind of a black hole of iniquity to me is the 90s. I'm not big on them. But yeah, it was a tea towel. Who knew? Beth, apparently. Right, let me get rid of that. Then it's just me. And you will have to deal with me. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Pot cloth, yes, pot cloth. That's kind of the thing. You missed the notice. No, I didn't. I was only going to do 4 because, like, I was hoping to keep it to an hour, and it went to an hour and 36. So no. Something you dry your dishes with in the kitchen, DW. That's probably the best way to describe it. Whatever you dry your pots or your dishes with when you've washed them, that's a tea towel. That kind of thing. What you dry your tea bags with. No, not what you wash with, not what you wash them with, what you actually dry them with. Instead of leaving them to dry on the drainer, on the side of the sink, something you would actually use to dry them with. Sorry, I'm just reading my brother's things. Do you know what I mean now? You might not dry them in America. I don't know. Do you dry your dishes? Whatever you dry your dishes with, that's a tea towel. I don't know why we call it a tea towel. Everybody always has, like, commemorative tea towels and things like that. It's really crazy, Mike, but I know what you mean, because people buy them, don't they? They used to. It was kind of a thing. Everything is electric, is it? Because she's electric. She's got a family full of eccentrics. When my brother-in-law married into our family, he said that that song is about us. I was like, he's right. Yeah, I know. It'd be a bit dangerous with water, wouldn't it? I'm going to find a tea towel for DW now. I'm going to find him one. Union flag. And because, people, it's a Union flag, it's only a Union Jack if it's on a ship. To the Navy, then it's a Union Jack. On its own, it's just a Union flag. I'm just telling you, don't get them confused. Tea towel. Images. I don't want to buy you. I want to look at you, for goodness sake. Aye. You'll do. You'll do. Yeah. Right. Clues. There you go. Right, so this is obviously a Union Jack. tea towels, something you would dry your pots or dishes with. There you go. That's what she made a dress out of. Her Gucci dress that she ruined putting her Union Jack tea towel on, by the way. People used to collect them though, didn't they, Stephen? It was a thing. Yeah, Diana's wedding to Charles. They were big. Yeah, Joanne, I'll get on that. Oh, Frank would only take the piss, but I bet Australians know what a tea towel is. I mean, you just dry your pots with it. It's not complicated. It's easy. Collect mugs and tea towels by the sounds of it, Stephen. No way I could collect mugs in this house. My kids still break them when they visit, and now I have grandchildren doing the same. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this tonight. I'm going to get going in a second. Because, like I said, I was hoping to keep it to an hour, but, you know, an hour and 42. I hope it wasn't too obscure. I tried to give a mix of things that it could be, you know, easy, hard. I tried to keep it all, you know what I mean. Something for everyone. Oh, thank you, DW. I do, Beth. I do. But I'm going to make it harder next time I do one just for you. Cheers, Joanne. I appreciate it. It was fun. I mean, listen, Beth won because apparently she's some like kind of savant for music, but who knew? I do now, but I didn't before. She's a music savant. But yeah, it's fun, innit? Guessing's fun. People don't always have to be right. It's taking part in having a laugh, innit? Oh, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. I'll be absolutely making it hard. I'll make him guessing games. I'm not doing a music one for a bit. I did this because Leon and Beth wanted a music one, and I aim to please. No, I don't. No, don't. Because Rob will say, you aim to please, do you really, Mary? Do you? Do you? I like to try and there's no way to make that sound good. But yeah, I did it for Beth and Leon. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. It's just fun, isn't it? I mean, I do paranormal, but I just like to have a bit of fun as well. Teabagging and tea towels, the UK sounds fun. It is when it's not dull and fucking dismal. Sorry, I swore, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to go right through it just to find me saying an F word. Right, I'm going to go before I get in trouble. Thanks, everybody. Andrew, Joanne, Claire, Stephen, DW, Beth, Leon, Dave was on earlier, Glenn was on earlier, and everybody, Mark, thank you, darling. As always, you're a great supporter and I love you for it. So everybody who's been on, and if I've missed you, I do apologise. I really, really do. I'm just being a lazy bag and can't really be asked going up the chat, to be perfectly honest with you. I'd like to say it's something else, but it's not. It's just really not. Take care, and I'll see you again probably next weekend. I don't know what I'm going to do. I will think of something. And I'm going to wage restrict next week so we can all talk and do what we want. Don't worry about it. I've not gone totally white, laced and virginal. Don't worry. I'll speak to you all again soon. Take care, look after yourself, but more important in these crazy times, stay safe. Love you all. Bye.